At the last few people before we close the doors. Reminds me of church. All right, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the first Urban Entrepreneurship Symposium. Welcome to the Gerald R. Ford Presidential Library. It's a great place, isn't it? And welcome to the campus of the University of Michigan. Go Blue! We'll have more to say about that later. Just as an aside, I have a special connection to Gerald Ford that you might not know about because in 1974, when Gerald Ford became president, that summer, I was a student here at the University of Michigan. And I had no classes that summer. I think I had a humanities class. I had a great job at Environmental Research Institute of Michigan down the street, doing some engineering work. And I would walk around campus and the impeachment hearings were on all day. And that's the summer that Gerald Ford became president. So, that was that's my only connection to Gerald Ford, aside from today. So, we have a few people to acknowledge and thank this morning. First of all, this event would not have been possible were it not for our sponsors. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about our Urban Entrepreneurship Initiative team. But we are putting this thing on, and it's been a labor of love to pull this thing together. But we've had some great assistance from the University of Michigan, and in particular, University of Michigan Innovate Blue, the campus-wide entrepreneurship program that is led by Thomas Zerbucken, who you're going to hear from later this morning. We've also gotten great support from Michigan Economic Development Corporation, MEDC. We also have sponsorship from Comerica Bank, from the Detroit Technology Exchange, and TechTown has been tremendous within the Detroit Technology Exchange, in that our team has had most of our meetings at TechTown. We had a great breakfast there, a great lunch there yesterday with Dr. Robinson to welcome him to the city of Detroit and start off his tour. And then here on campus, we're also sponsored by the Center for Engineering Diversity and Outreach, which is the outgrowth of the office that I used to spend all my time in. It used to be called MIPO, Minority Engineering Program Office. And that was my hangout when I was a student here. They do a great job trying to get everybody involved and integrated into this campus. So I want to give a hand to our sponsors this morning. And then, as I said, it's been a labor of love to put this conference together. We've had a great team working for months to pull this symposium together, starting with Karen Davis Burton, who is our co-director of our social media effort. You've been seeing lots of things out on Facebook and Twitter and other social media, and it's because Karen and her co-director have been doing that. Marcus Harris, who I'm going to introduce in a moment for more information. He's handling our case studies effort, and we're having a case studies panel here. He was managing that. Anita Lane is our marketing and public relations person. Marlo Rencher pulled together our community engagement panel and effort. Cynthia Respert, back there in the back, and you've seen her running around. She's our event coordinator. She's responsible for putting this whole thing together. You know me, David Tarver. I kind of follow everybody else, do what they tell me. We have Ben Seidman, who is our co-director for the social media effort for this event. And Wesley Zhu is our research intern. He put together the case studies, for example, that are on the website. And he also did a lot of work running around for the past few months, digging up information on the urban entrepreneurship scene locally and around the country. So I'd like to give a hand to our team for this together. I'd also like to thank all of our speakers, our moderators this morning, and our panelists. And I'd like to thank all of you for coming out early in the morning. It's not easy to get here to campus of the University of Michigan just from the traffic situation. It's not easy to park. So for you folks who are here, before 9 o'clock, kudos. Thank you very much. And I also want to give a special thanks to a fellow who will probably be here later today, Hodge Flemings. Hodge runs something called the Brand Camp University, and he puts on a tremendous program every year. He is an event organizer and planner extraordinaire, as well as a tremendous entrepreneur, and he was a great advisor and helped to us putting this event together. So I'd like to thank Hodge. So urban entrepreneurship is what we're here to talk about this morning. And one of the things we're trying to do today is to sharpen our definition of urban entrepreneurship and our understanding of urban entrepreneurship. Urban entrepreneurship is a lot of things. This is an example of urban entrepreneurship. These are people, I think this is a picture with the Empowerment Plan in Detroit, the outfit that is making coats that double as sleeping bags for homeless people. So that's an example of urban entrepreneurship, making life better, providing products and services for people who live in urban environments. This is also urban entrepreneurship. A place called Thrift on the Avenue, you're going to hear more about later, that provides quality, outstanding clothing from around the country to people on the avenue, in the neighborhood, in the city. But you know what? That is I would say, the emerging view of the traditional view of urban entrepreneurship. But one thing we want to point out is this is also urban entrepreneurship. You know what this is? That's the Google car, right? It's a car that's probably going to be replacing every taxi in New York City in a few years. But this is also solving urban problems. It's solving a big urban problem, getting people around from place to place easily, quickly. We have a gentleman here from Uber who's going to be talking later this morning. That's solving an urban problem as well, solving it in terms of a big, profitable company. This is also urban entrepreneurship. This is the Time Warner Center in New York City. The Time Warner Center was built by a fellow who happens to be the largest donor ever to the University of Michigan. And I'm not saying that because he's a big donor and I want to give him props. I'm saying it because, this fellow has donated over $300 million to the University of Michigan. But his business is an urban entrepreneurship business. He's doing property development in New York and other large cities. And I wanted to confirm this as I was putting this little message together. So I started typing on my computer, how did Stephen Ross, and before I could finish on Google, it completed a sentence for me, make his money. So apparently a lot of other people have been wondering the same thing. And I confirmed in that short search on Google that Stephen Ross made his money from urban entrepreneurship. So the message is urban entrepreneurship spans a wide range. So again, it might lead us to ask the question, exactly what is urban entrepreneurship? And to that I would say, stay tuned, because that's what we're going to be talking about for the rest of the morning. So the one thing I want to say to you guys, first of all, I would like you to be sure that you have muted your phones. But this is designed to be an interactive event. We want to get information from you as well as give information to you because we are going to, based on what you tell us, we're going to take this urban entrepreneurship initiative in one direction or another. So throughout this event, we'd like you to do a few different things. First of all, people like to communicate their ideas differently, so you can tweet to this hashtag, UES 2014. So if you have anything that you're thinking about the discussion today, feel free to tweet to that hashtag. If you don't like tweeting or you don't tweet, you can send an email comment to comment@urbanei.net. Just send an email. We'll collect all these emails. We'll look at them later. Or you can go to the website on your phone. It's a very phone-friendly website or a tablet-friendly website. You can go to hashtag UES 2014 program, the tab on the website, and you can just leave a comment there. The program for today is under that tab, so you'll be able to see everything that's going on with the program and what's next. And then we also have a survey on the website, which we would love for you to complete before the end of the day. So we need to collect all of this information from you. And by the way, if you don't want to do anything electronic, you can just write on whatever piece of paper you have handy, and we will take that information and incorporate it in what we're doing. So you can help us take this thing in the direction it needs to go, and we need this information from you, and we're happy that you're here. Thank you very much.
First of all, if you're going to do something like this, you have to have anchor institutions. One of the things that we pride ourselves on at Rutgers